Good evening, everybody. Welcome again to the 14 Eagles Screen Share webinar. My name is Greg Phillips. I'll be your host. We hope everybody had a great holiday week. Everybody was safe. Everything went according to plans. Hope you were able to talk to a couple of your friends and family about this most powerful platform that we have, which is 14 Eagles. For a very small one-time outlay, you have the opportunity to help you, your friends, your family, your neighborhood, and hopefully we'll be able to help save the world. That's what the 14 Eagles platform is all about. We're about giving, sharing, and making sure we give each other blessings. So with that being said, everybody, have a great day here. Brian, you have the floor.
All right. Thank you. And I'd like to thank everybody for coming to the 14 Eagles webinar, Thursday night webinar. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to come here with us tonight, and we really appreciate that. First thing, just a little housekeeping as always. The platform is moving fairly well. We got people coming in. They're doing the gifting process very smoothly. I'd like to commend those people that are helping those individuals that are coming in to be able to get signed up and start the gifting process. Thank you for doing that. But if you do have any problems, you know to always send us an email at controltower@14eaglesden.com, and so we can rectify any situation that you may be having with the platform itself. Everything seems to be going very well, and we like to hear that. The platform is evolving, so understand, if you do have a mishap or anything like that, that's something that we can take care of, okay? And as we evolve, you're going to see more and more stuff come out as far as the platform is concerned, that's going to help us to move forward with the 14 Eagles platform. We've got some things in the works right now, and hopefully they'll be coming out soon, so we can really take this to the next level. So I'm very excited about that. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes, and hopefully we can get that to the community as quickly as we possibly can, because we got a lot of things coming down the pike, and we want everybody to be able to benefit from that. All right? So now, let's get into the matter here. 14 Eagles. 14 Eagles, we have been around for a while now, okay? And we do things a little differently than most platforms out there. And so, and to be honest with you, that's done on purpose, okay? We want to be different, all right? We want to kind of stand out from the crowd, so to speak. And so what I wanted to go over before I go over what 14 Eagles really is, this week I have been bombarded with gifting platforms, okay, gifting programs that are coming out because of the pandemic and the shutdown and everything, and people losing their jobs, and a lot of businesses are not back yet, and they're slowly trying to bring things up, but people are still hurting. And so with that, there has been an influx of gifting programs that have come out, and I've been in just the last 2 weeks, I've been hit with at least 5 or 6 of them, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's great. I think it's great because people are out here trying to do what they can to help people, and that's fantastic. Gifting is not anything that's new. It's been around for a long time, and the whole concept of gifting has been around for decades, literally decades, okay? And there's all different forms of gifting. So people have taken the gifting concept and they put it into different platforms, different programs, and that's a great thing, and it's good to see people out there really trying to do something. trying to create what we call a plan B or a plan C, because it's really needed today. You know, it's a lot of people out here hurting right now. But now I bring that up to say this. Those gifting platforms, they do work. Most gifting platforms work similarly to each other. Right? The biggest difference from those platforms, or between those platforms, I should say, is the dollar amounts that you start out with. Right? And so, you know, I've seen some for $100, $150, $500, and I've just seen one for $1,400. And so, quite naturally, the more money that you put into a gifting platform, quite naturally, the more you can get back. All right, and that's the big attraction for those platforms. Right? The amount of money that you can receive by way of gifts, and so that, you know, people tend to gravitate to those because it intrigues them because of the amount of money that they can receive from that, and if you can do that, and if you can afford to get involved with those type of platforms, that's great. All right, that is great, and I say by all means get involved, do those platforms, and get the money that you're really looking for. Okay, because people are out there that are willing to help you to do that, and that is fantastic. All right, and people are doing it. People are becoming very successful with it, and I applaud them for that. But now, on the other hand, there's a lot of people that can't afford to get involved with those type of platforms because of the dollar amounts. And then the ones that do try to get involved because of what they see the amount of money that they can receive from it. The problem that they run into is that they can't find anybody that can come up with that kind of money to get involved behind them. All right. And so when that happens, you kind of get stuck and stagnated. All right. And so you want to be careful when you do get involved with those high dollar amounts of gifting platforms or programs, because if you don't have a team of people that you can bring to the table, all right, then you could find yourself being stagnated and holding kind of get left holding the bag, so to speak. So you want to be careful with that, right? Because, you know, it's all in any of these things. It's always about inviting at least 2 or more people to get involved in order for you to have any success with it. All right. So I just want to bring that to your attention because it's out there, and they're hitting it hard and fast, which, you know, they should be. And so, and it may come around to you, and you may take a look at it, and you may want to get involved. Well, just be careful and be ready to do what you need to do in order for you to benefit. Now, in saying that, when you do get involved, and you do find some people that will come in with you, okay, come in behind you with you, and you do that, and let's say you do become successful and get paid out in those programs, and you get a nice lump sum of money. That is fantastic. But understand, as it grows and grows and grows, there's going to be a larger percentage of people that are not going to be successful, and they will have put up that big money and not be able to get cashed out. That's the thing about the gifting platforms, right? And that's what you have to be careful of. Not that you may not get cashed out or bring in gifts that you're looking for, but it's the people that helped you get there may not be able to cash out or get the money that they're looking for. And that's the problem that tends to come along with gifting programs. and especially the way that they're set up. All right. So now, in saying that, in 14 Eagles, the first thing with our gifting platform, and if you come to our community website and you come to the 14 Eagles tab, 14 Eagles video tab, if you watch our video, the first thing is our gifting platform is only $6 one time out of pocket. Okay, so that anybody can get involved. All right, the masses. Our gifting platform is set up for the masses. Okay, and it's set up to where if you're not successful with it, then the worst thing can happen to you is that you're out $6, and you're not really out $6. All it is that you took that $6 and you helped somebody else. Okay, it's not that you're losing anything; it's that you help someone with just $6, and everyone can afford to help someone with a $6 gifting, okay, activity. You're not gonna go hungry because you gave out $6 to help somebody. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing is, with 14 Eagles, when you gift $2 to 3 people, you gift directly to those individuals. Okay, you gift directly to those individuals, and those individuals don't have to wait for you to gift them. You gift them immediately, as long as you fall up under them. All right, so that's another aspect of the 14 Eagles platform. All right. The other thing is, 14 Eagles, we have software to where anyone that you personally invite, they will always follow you through the process. They will always follow you through the process forever. Okay. All right. So I wanted to go over that real quickly, just so you can understand the difference between the way 14 Eagles platform works and the way that you see the others work. So you'll be able to distinguish between the different gifting activities. All right, because the large dollar amounts can really throw you off, because and it's a mental shift. It's just a mental shift. Because see, with 14 Eagles, giving $2 to 3 people and receiving $2 from 14 people, a lot of people look at that and say, I can't make no money with $2. Okay, $2, how am I gonna bring in money with $2? Well, see, that's why our philosophy with 14 Eagles is a bit different than the other gifting platforms. The other gifting platforms is strictly about the money. Okay, and if you've been to the 14 Eagles webinars on Thursday nights, you've heard over and over again that here in 14 Eagles, we're all about community. Okay, yes, we do need money. Everybody needs money. All right, but 14 Eagles is not about the money. We're about community. And so our main philosophy here is to build a community. Because if we build the community, the money will follow. Okay? That's just a simple concept. And see, that way, if you concentrate on building the community, then you won't have to worry about being left out. Okay, holding the bag, so to speak, meaning you've sent out your gifts and now you can't get gifted too. All right, because you have a different mindset. You're here to build a community, and so if you build a community and if you build your teams within that community, then guess what? The money will automatically come. and it won't matter the amount. It'll start to build. All right? This is for the long term. Most of the gifting platforms out there is short term. This is for the long term. And 14 Eagles has proved that we are here for the long term. All right? We've been here when gifting programs have come and gone. But 14 Eagles is still here, still thriving. Matter of fact, we've gotten better than we were before. And so we deal mostly on quality of what we do, not quantity. And that's the key. And that's going to be the key to the 14 Eagles success. Because we're here to help people, not just through monetary gifts, but also through education, okay, and spirituality, okay? Because spiritually, we're all connected. And what we want to do here in building our community is build relationships, okay? Build relationships, because that's what creates longevity. See, we're all friends. We're all, we love one another here. Okay, we preach love. Matter of fact, you already know what our motto is, right? Give from the heart, share the love, and accept your blessings. That's what 14 Eagles is all about. Okay, so I just wanted to go over that because the gifting platforms are out here now, right? And along with a whole lot of other programs, you're going to be bombarded with all types of programs, and that's fine. That's fantastic, okay? Because here at 14 Eagles, we welcome all of those programs. Matter of fact, anybody that has a program, we encourage them to come to the 14 Eagles community and promote their program. We have no problem with that. See, we're here, we have a different philosophy here. See, we don't want to create competition with one another. If you've got something good that you want to give to the people and share it with the people and share it with the community, hey, bring it to the 14 Eagles community. And we'll show you how to share it and advertise it to the community. That's what we're all about. So we encourage you to come and watch the 14 Eagles video. All right? Watch the 14 Eagles video, and if you like what you see, go through these steps here. As long as you follow these steps right here, you will have no problem going through the whole process of 14 Eagles platform. Very simple process, okay? And the person that invites you, they can walk you through this process. It's very, very simple, okay? Now, we also encourage you to come to the 14 Eagles community website and take a look around to see what 14 Eagles is all about. And we encourage you to look at our welcome. If you read this welcome, it will give you a perspective of what 14 Eagles is all about. As I said before, yes, we're a gifting platform, okay? And we're a gifting platform for the masses. Anybody can get involved with our gifting platform. Anyone, okay? But the key to any platform is to build a community. And so that's what we're about. And so that's why we ask people to read the welcome. All right? Read the welcome because it gives you a perspective of what 14 Eagles is all about. And it basically says 14 Eagles is a platform that provides like-minded people from all walks of life the opportunity to help one another. 14 Eagles is not a business, it's not a corporation, it's not a network marketing organization. Rather, it's a private, invitation-only global community of people who believe in the principle that by helping others in that process, we help ourselves. That's the premise of 14 Eagles. As we give, so shall we receive. 14 Eagles commonly uses a unique online gifting platform that allows members to come together for mutual interest, commitment, and prosperity. 14 Eagles has taken a concept that is actually thousands of years old, giving, sharing, and accepting, and merged it with modern-day technology to create a virtual community. A community that has developed its own economy of peer-to-peer giving and sharing, which provides economic stability to become self-sustaining and self-sufficient and self-sustaining. 14 Eagles Community is a bridge used to move people from a debt-based system formed on selling, buying, and taking to a collaborative-based system formed on giving, sharing, and accepting. The virtual community creates a paradigm shift in consciousness that inspires people to work together and garners love and harmony on a whole new spiritual level. There's a universal law, God's law. Whatever you give out into the universe, you will get back in abundance. If you are someone that has a heart for giving and generally like helping people, then get with the individual who referred you to the 14 Eagles Community and let them know you want to be a part of this growing movement to change the world into the place it was meant to be. To register for the 14 Eagles Community is free, but to send and receive gifts through the platform, you will need to get a Cash App and OG Pay accounts. Get with the member that invited you to walk through that process. Right? That's 14 Eagles in a nutshell. Okay? And I want to point out something. This line right here where it says there's a universal law, God's law. Whatever you give out into the universe, you will get back in abundance. That's what you want to think about when you're inviting people into the 14 Eagles Community. All right? Don't invite people to make money. We don't make money here in 14 Eagles. Okay? We give it away. Understand that. Go based on that premise. We don't make money in 14 Eagles. We give it away. We give it to people to help people. And in turn, you're able to receive from others. Okay? Because, see, that's the whole concept, is to give it out and you will receive in abundance. But you got to do it with the right heart and mind. Okay? You got to do it with the right heart and mind. See, in 14 Eagles, we're all about letting the money hunt us down or letting the money chase us, not us chasing the money. Okay? I hope you can understand that concept. It may take a minute for it to really sink in, okay? Because by building a community, what we're trying to do is circulate money within that community by giving to one another. And by doing that, you can't help but to receive in abundance. As long as you're a part of the community and you're helping to build the community. All right? That's the concept that we're trying to push. Not that you can make, $100,000 in 6 weeks. This is a long-term deal. All right? This is something that's going to last for a long, long time. This is something that's going to change a whole lot of people's lives. Okay? And in changing those lives, it's going to be done in a way that people can really appreciate it and learn from it. Okay? And one of the things that we have on the site is our video row. All right. We really encourage you to come to the site and look at Video Row. Look at the videos that we have on the Video Row. These videos are here to help you to shift your mentality. This is information that you normally don't get on mainstream media. Right? You just don't get that on mainstream media. And whatever you see here, we encourage you to go and research it. Go and research it for yourself, because you'll be amazed at what you find when you research this information. And whatever you learn, it will just lead you to learning even more and more and more. And then all of a sudden, now your mind starts to shift, and now your thinking starts to change, and now you're looking at things completely different than what you've seen it before. And that's what you call expanding your consciousness. That's what we're trying to achieve here at 14 Eagles. All right? We're trying to cut out all the division and all the dividing of the people, and we're trying to bring people together. No matter who they are, where they're from, okay? It doesn't matter. We're trying to bring all people together to work with one another. Because if we do that, then we all end up in abundance. Okay? We all get to where we need to go. Now, also, as I said before, if you have a program or a platform or a business, we encourage you to bring it to the 14 Eagles family. Bring it to our community, and we'll show you how to advertise. Advertise whatever you have, okay? Now, this is where you can make money by advertising your business or advertising whatever program that you have, and advertise it to the 14 Eagles community. You never know. Somebody in the community might want to get what you have. Our whole goal here is to bring in as many businesses as we can and create a directory of businesses, not just marketing business, home-based businesses, but every type of business, even brick-and-mortar businesses, restaurants, barbershops, beauty shops, stores, grocery stores. It doesn't matter. We want to build a directory, all right, because we want to be a real virtual community. We want to be a community just like in the real world community, only with a different twist. Okay? So we encourage you to bring businesses, bring people that have businesses to the community, and we'll show them how to advertise. Because, you know, advertising costs a lot of money. But here in 14 Eagles, we don't ask you for money to advertise. All we ask you to do is help build the community, to help build the community. All right? And that puts you in a very unique situation if you have a business, because now you can advertise your business and you're helping the business to grow. Now you have a direct effect on the people that you're advertising to. And not only that, but now it's a possibility that you could receive gifts and contributions, and you may receive more gifts and contributions than you receive selling your goods and services. Now that's a switch. So you can get the best of both worlds. All right? So think about that. All right? We're very unique here at 14 Eagles. Much, much different than any other gifting platform you see out here. And so that's what makes us stand out. Yes, we only $6 out of pocket, one time, ever. One time. That's all you'll ever have to come out of your pocket with. $6 to help 3 people. It's amazing. So virtually here in 14 Eagles, you don't lose money here. There is no losing money in 14 Eagles. Okay? And that's a great thing. Also, we have partnered with different companies too. See, it's just not 14 Eagles. All right? We have Fund Me 24/7, which is in the crowdfunding industry. And they've taken the crowdfunding industry by storm. And we really encourage you to take a look at the Fund Me 24/7 platform. Why? Because Fund Me 24/7, it mirrors what 14 Eagles does. All right? Here at 14 Eagles, we're trying to get rid of debt and eradicate poverty through our communities. And that's the same thing Fund Me 24/7 is doing. And so by us working together in tandem, now you can bolster the gifts and contributions that you receive. So understand, if money is what you need, then you need to get into the partnership that we have with Fund Me 24/7, because now you can do 2 different platforms with the same crowd of people, with the same community. It's a powerful, powerful thing. And so it makes no sense for Fund Me 24/7 and 14 Eagles to compete against each other. It just makes sense for us to come together, okay? Because it makes us more powerful that way. And then also, they also have a section called Feed Me 24/7, which is a feeder system for the Fund Me 24/7 platform. Powerful, powerful stuff. See, they're going to show you how to get the people to come into the community. Right? They're going to educate you about crowdfunding and how to do crowdfunding. All right? And not only that, but we even show you how to advertise for the community. All right? Where you can get your own free capture page through a company that we partner with called Acquisition Alliance. It's the School of Prosperity. It's an actual school that will teach you how to market online. So if you have any other businesses, they'll teach you how to market that online. All right? And they give you free capture pages just by getting involved. All right? That's free. You don't have to pay anything. You can get a free capture page for whatever business that you have and whatever you're trying to promote. Powerful, powerful stuff. See, we're a little different than all the other platforms that you see out there. Let it be known. Okay? And then, not only that, but we have another company that we partnered with called Cutting Edge Technical Solutions. CETS for short. This is a company, a technology company, that are going around the country and eventually the world building eco-villages. We're connected with them. We are in partnership with them. And they're creating training programs to train people in the communities to build eco-villages, all right, where they have renewable energy, okay, and they convert trash into usable material, such as building material, furniture, clothing. They even have food. It is amazing. Technology is something else. And we're partnered with that. Okay? So understand, we are going to change the face of gifting platforms. We want you to understand that. And you're in the right place at the right time. Okay? So now what I want to do real quick, before I go into that, I do want to point out, and I forgot to say earlier, we need those of you that don't have a Skrill, try to set up a Skrill account whenever you can, all right? Because we are gone out to the international. We've gone international, where we have people in other countries that are coming in to 14 Eagles now. And we want to make sure that if anyone falls up under you in your nest and they're from another country, we want you to be able to receive your gift. And the only way that you can do that is to have a Skrill account, because it's an international account. Because the people in other countries, they cannot get a Cash App, so they have to get a Skrill account in order to be able to send their gifts. Okay? And we're hoping that this is temporary, because we have something that we're working on for the future that will take care of all of this. Okay? And make things much, much more simpler. But until then, we're using the Skrill account. And so we encourage you to set up a Skrill account Okay, get with the person that invited you. If they have a Skrill account, they can send you a referral link with their Skrill account. If you don't, if they don't have one, then you can just go to Skrill.com and register for an account. Okay, but you want to get a Skrill account whenever you can, because we just want to make sure that if someone falls in your nest and they're ready to give to you, they can only give with the Skrill account. All right. I hope everybody can do that. It's not that difficult. Just follow the prompts in registering. Okay. Now this is an international account. Okay. So you may have to give up some proof of identity and things of this nature. All right. For money laundering purposes. Okay. So just be aware of that. But it's not difficult at all. All right. All right. So now what I want to do real quick, I'll see if he's here. I want to bring up, I talked about Fund Me 24/7. And what I want to do is I want to bring up the facilitator of Fund Me 24/7, Mark Stevens. So he can just give you a quick synopsis of Fund Me 24/7, and you'll see why we've partnered with them. Mark, can you open up?
Essence.
All right, there he is. Great, great, great. This is Mark Stevens. If you have not heard him before, he is he's like a brother from another mother with me. I love this brother, and we have partnered together with both of these programs, Fund Me 24/7 and 14 Eagles. And I'm telling you, if you take part in Fund Me 24/7, Feed Me and Fund Me, along with 14 Eagles, it's like a double-barrel shotgun, okay, to wipe out your debt and wipe out poverty within our communities. All right, and so, Mark, if you will, just give them a quick synopsis about Fund Me 24/7, if you will.
Okay, Fund Me 24/7 is a program. Again, what we want to do is we want to wipe out poverty, wipe out debt, and change people's lives in the world. And how it came about, the crowdfunding industry, former President Barack Obama, back in 2012, signed into law the Jobs Act. And the Jobs Act is crowdfunding. And basically, to me, it was a gift. In other words, you're able to raise up to $1 million for any project that you have, so long as it's legal, moral, and ethical. And you can do that every year for that project. And so what it does, you can do it for a business, you can do it for a church, you can do it for a nonprofit. As long as it's legal, moral, and ethical, you can do that. And you get 100% of the funds that you raise. The only thing that you do is you pay a platform fee once a quarter. That's it. All the funds that you raise, 100% go to you. And it's an industry that is a $30 billion industry right now. By 2025, it'll be a $300 billion industry. So that's a lot of revenue that you can play a part in receiving and using for your projects. And again, the reason we got into it was to wipe poverty out of the world and to help people raise the funds that they need to raise. And the Feed Me part of it is a feeder program that will help you build your crowd. It will teach you and show you how to build your crowd quicker so that you can get your project built. Peace and blessings.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. And I'm telling you, when everybody catches on to this, okay, when you catch on to 14 Eagles, Feed Me 24/7, Fund Me 24/7, which actually the name of it now is Dynamic Trio.
Dynamic Trio.
Dynamic Trio, because the reason why it's Dynamic Trio is because they have Feed Me, which helps you to feed people into the system, Fund Me, that helps fund your projects that you have, and then they have the Infinity Plan, and that is just out of this world. So if you're looking for money, okay, This is the way to do it, okay? And see, we call this multiple streams of contributions, of gifts and contributions. Multiple streams, because all of it, guess what? In both of these platforms, they are gifts and contributions, okay? We don't make money here, okay? We just accept it. Gifts and contributions. So that's powerful to have. So, you know, we're on a whole nother level here, okay? Whole nother level. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. All right. Now, what I want to do is we talked about the businesses and how we encourage the businesses to get involved. Well, I want to bring up a gentleman who's really helping the businesses get structured into the 14 Eagles platform. And also, we're going out to the colleges. Okay, we're trying to hit the college students. And so what I want to do is I want to bring up Dwayne Perkerson. He's helping to get that initiative started. And he's working with some people, and it's great. I'm telling you, having a community and working together as teams to go out here and try to help people, it's just a powerful thing, powerful thing. And so what I want to do is bring up Dwayne. Dwayne, are you open?
I am now.
There he is. There he is. All right, Dwayne, if you will, just briefly go over how people can set up their businesses to advertise on the 14 Eagles site, and kind of go over the college debt project that we got going on.
Okay, happily. First of all, hopefully everybody had a great weekend, or great week. Excuse me, we haven't gotten to the weekend quite yet. We're almost there. Brian has definitely expounded quite a bit about the importance and the value of being part of our community, especially when you have a business, because you do get the opportunity to advertise your business. So as we're about to take off and grow, this is the time you want to be on. As you can see, there aren't many on there, so it's very easy for yours to be seen and very difficult for it to be missed, which is a great combination. So this is the time you want to get on board. You have to be a bona fide member of 14 Eagles, meaning that you not only sign up with 14 Eagles, but also with Feed Me, Fund Me. You will, when you set up your Feed Me account to get started with Feed Me, that'll also set up your free account with Fund Me. Once you've accumulated your proceeds that you're going to receive from building your Feed Me, then you'll take those proceeds to activate your Fund Me, which is $31. And then that starts the ball rolling with that. But the objective is the $16 one-time cash outlay of $6 for the 14 Eagles and $10 one-time out of pocket for Feed Me. And that'll also set up your Fund Me. So once again, that gets funded, take off. Now you have two platforms that are going on at the same time. As Brian definitely eloquently stated, it's a double-barrel shotgun. It's hard to miss now. It's hard to miss what you want. So we got a dynamic situation here, and of course the further you get into it, and as that starts to evolve and you get a better understanding about how this all works, then you're going to see the value, and it's going to be quite something that you probably didn't anticipate. And you're doing all that with basically with the same community. You're not going out trying to get a whole different community. So if you're on here, you're in 14 Eagles. You don't have to, but if you want to advertise your business in our community, you have to do both. It's a one-time out-of-pocket $16. That's a very, very small drop in the bucket. That's not even a cost. That's just a drop in the bucket. There's a setup fee that you will have to actually set up your ad, but beyond that, that's it. And you'll actually get to advertise your business for at least 2 months, which is 60 days, at least. As things start to evolve and build in, then we'll be more strict on the clock. You'll be in for 60 days, but you will be part of our database. So that way, as those who have a need for various different services or businesses of any type, and if you happen to have that service and meet their need in that particular area, then that gives them an opportunity to come and check you out, to see what type of juice you're running with, to see if it's something that they want spilled upon them. So that's what we're here for. We want to help you, support your business, and make it happen. That's what we're here for. We're not a ghetto. We are a community. Okay, we're not. We contribute to it. The objective is that we're looking for people to help us to build a community, to bring value to it. We can't. No company, no business, no community can do anything without its people being productive, and that's why we're here. So again, we encourage you, if you do have a business, to come on board. If you know other people who do have businesses, invite them. Don't be so selfish. Just let them know. Say, hey, bring it. You know, we want everybody. If you have a business, bring it. Get aligned with it. Get your design together. We'll help you, assist you, get that all set up, so that way we can put you on the board. And that way we're not so secretive. So, you know, take advantage of what opportunities that are here now and are to come. Let's see here. The last thing we are talking about is the colleges. Now, this is a problem. You have a 17, 18-year-old, in some cases a very smarty pants 16-year-old who graduates from high school, and they start their college journey. One problem that many of them have is that they don't have the money. Colleges run quite a bit of money these days. And if you don't have it, they're not going to sit around and wait for you to get it. They're just going to move right along. So oftentimes, unless you happen to be one of the fortunate few to get a scholarship of some sort to where it will pay for it to get you started, or if you just happen to have parents who are just well off, they're just in a better situation and have already declared that they're going to pay for your college education, you got to find some money from someplace. Okay, and oftentimes that turns into a loan, and they graciously grant you that loan because they know on the back end, which you cannot cancel that, at least as of today, cannot cancel it. You have to pay it, whether you have money or not, whether you have a job or not. Upon graduation, I'm not sure the timeline, but your name appears on it. You're now responsible for it. Your credit's now impacted. Okay, that also affects you being able to get a job. So it's a synergy that's all built against us. Okay, first of all, we think that's a very, very fair, shabby, diabolical, no good, belly slithering concept that they put us in unnecessarily. And what we want to do is address that. Well, we're going to address that with our community because, again, any and everybody should become part of this community. Think about it. $6 on one time out of pocket, everybody coming on board, that has a nice little growth process that's taking place there. And those folks, as they're receiving those contributions, can use that towards any type of debt, any type of expense that they have. So anybody can benefit, whether they have a business or not. And that's what we're here for. Again, we are a community. So we're offering this to students because it's $6. We're eliminating the problem of not having any money or having much money. And what we're establishing is a movement, is a nationwide initiative of helping to create self-sustaining individuals as they are pursuing their college education, their degree over that 4+ year period, to build that and put them in a position so that they do not need to go out and get a loan, and or if they already have the loans that are accumulating, they can slow that down, bring it to a halt by building that community and eliminating that debt. And we're here to assist with that. We're getting ready to, we're right now in the process of finalizing the, what we're going to be doing is a Zoom, online Zoom reception, debt elimination reception for college students and anybody has any type of debt. We'll let you know more about that. Hopefully by next week we should have a lot of that information finalized. And we do encourage you to not be secretive, to contact those who are currently in school, those who've already finished school and still have debt that's 10, 15 years out and they've still got $30,000 to $60,000 worth of debt. That's ridiculous, but that's what's happening, and we're here for them. We're here to make that happen. Brian, I would encourage you to actually let them know that just the simplicity of how this can actually grow with everybody just inviting 2 individuals that invite 2 individuals. And think of it, you have a college where individuals at a college, and that college grows, that's all part of your community. So you're at the head of this information. So if this thing blows by you before you get started, that is your fault. That was your choice. So we're letting you know now to get strapped up. Let's get ready to go to work. Let's get this information out. Let's bring some credibility to their lives as well as to what we actually have here in our community. And let's change some lives. All right, Brian.
All right. All right. Fantastic. Yeah, y'all. This is I think it's going to be a powerful thing, and I think that this is something that the kids going to really need as they start their college education, and it just makes no sense to me that kids go to college and graduate from college, and before they get their first job out of college, they're straddled with debt. Okay, that system that's set up by design. Okay, that's by design, and so we got to break that trend, and so we definitely want to do that, and really doesn't take a lot to really make that a viable situation for most of the college students. Okay, it really doesn't, and I think these kids, they're savvy enough and social with the social all the social activities that they do online. I mean, this should be like second nature to them. Okay, so we hoping that we can get that going, and anybody that you notice in getting ready to go to college, please let them know. Let them know so they can come and check it out and put themselves in a great position, not just for themselves but for their parents as well, because I know a lot of them, their parents is flipping the bill. So we want to try to help them out as much as possible. Okay? So, with that in mind, let's bring up our fearless leader. Greg, you want to close us out?
Yes, I do. I just want to talk a little bit about what you were speaking about, Brian, about, a lot of, like you said, gifting platforms are popping up, and that's a really great thing. But, we've been around for, a very long time. We've kept our integrity and what we are about. What we were always about, trying to educate people as much as possible about what's going on in the world, about what real money is and things like that there. And like you said, we're not trying to be a, get-rich-quick scheme or nothing like that there. We just want to have the right people in the right place at the right time so we can make this grow, and it can grow continuously. With the other, partners that we have, 14 Eagles is in probably the most unique situation you're going to find when it comes to a gifting platform. You're not going to see a lot of bells and whistles with, cars and airplanes and, gold and diamonds and stuff on our team website, our community website, because that's not what we're about. We're about helping each other understand that if we work together, live together, love together, we can do anything together. I always like to say, and you ask somebody, have you ever heard of 14 Eagles? And they say, what is it? Just tell them. It's just ordinary people coming together to do extraordinary things. So with that being said, we want to thank everybody again for coming to the call. We hope everybody has a great week. And please, invite somebody to take a look at what we have to offer. They might want to go with a different platform. That's their, that's their right. But we just want people to see that we have something that's solid, that's been around a long time, and we're not going nowhere. Brian, back to you.
Amen. Amen.